Alright guys, welcome back to another recap. If this is the first video you watch on my channel, then stick around a little bit more. I'm about to go through every single trade that I took today. Currently sitting all green on the month, so today is the first day of this week, and I'm already starting off green, so I've never had an all green month. But let's see if I can make that happen. I got a couple of days left here and see if I can make that happen. Today I am up $608. I gave back some just now, I think like 50 bucks. $56 right there. So I was up like 660, but I gave some back, and that trade actually would have ended up working. I just stopped out a little too early. If this is your first time here, hope you guys enjoyed the recap. Hope you guys learned something off of my trades. But I also trade live every single day completely free. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and I go live 15 minutes before market opens every day, Monday through Friday, and you can watch here on YouTube or on Tradecaster.com. So you can go over to Tradecaster.com. It is a platform for day trading streamers. A couple of those you have to pay to watch, but my lobby is completely free there, so cancel out the payment. So $606. It was looking really good. I think this is the only red trade I took all day. So let's look at that first trade, which is FNHC, which is where I made $329. I think I was up 400, maybe not quite 450 on it, but this stock never opened up, and so $300 on a trade that didn't open up. Again, doing the right thing, buying low and getting out at least at this stuff. So this thing puts in a very nice move here, and then it started kind of like flagging. And this flag here, you know, I love 1-minute flags, I love 5-minute flags. I'm gonna play them all the time. Every time I see them, try to get as slow as possible of an entry, so you have a little bit more wiggle room on this one. I mean, the low of that candle there, it was 102-ish, and I got a 104, so 2 cents off the low. That's not the best ad, but for a stock like this, that's perfectly fine. And so started flagging here, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes, 4. Decided that, hey, this thing is actually kind of holding this flag, so I decided to buy there on that tiny little bit of flush. And then that next candle instantly started popping up. Now on this one, we were already past the 200 moving average, so I was like, hey, maybe this thing's got some room to keep running. So I wanted to see the next daily pivot, which I think I had 121, so at least I wanted to see that from kind of back here, just kind of a daily flat top there on the daily. There wasn't really big targets on this one, not very obvious targets, so that was my number one problem with this one. Sorry, my back has been killing me recently from sitting down too long. But you know, I started taking some out at that 113 when I noticed, hey, that double top there came back up, hit that 113 again. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna cut it out. Got fully out of that trade, and that was it on this stock. I would have traded again if it kept bouncing. Maybe I could have traded this down here, but at that point, you know, we kind of broke this uptrend, pushed lower, made a lower high. So I don't know that I would have taken that trade there. The next trade is going to be AGFY. Now, also AGFY, don't think it opened up on me either. Kind of took a nice little bit of an ad on this one, but again, didn't quite open. So this one, actually, now I remember this one. So this one started popping up, right? And at first, I saw it here, and I was like, you know what? Give me a flag down to VWAP. Give me a flag down to this 182 level that I had on the 5 minutes. You can kind of see here the 182. Support, support, support. Support, breaks down at a 192, resistance, 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 and then finally break out of that again during market open. And I wanted this thing to pull back down to 182, which is kind of where VWAP was, even if it's slightly below VWAP, but I wanted to get some ads there. And never pulled back on me, never pulled back, so it just kind of ran without me. I didn't want to chase the first flag there, so I waited for that second flag. Very nice ad down there. Pulls all the way back down. I get a pretty good ad, 193. Again, 3 cents off the low on this one. 7,500 shares though, pushing a little bit of share size. Yeah, I'm pushing share size. It's a smaller, cheaper stock, but still, I could have gone from 1.9 to 2. That's 10 cents there. A pretty good trade. But you know, when I was in this trade, I saw these 4 green candles right there. And at that point, I was like, to me, this is getting stuff. It doesn't want to open up, so I'm going to be a little careful here. And it happened twice to me there, so I took some out just to take some profit and descale. And then that next candle there just wasn't breaking out, so I decided to just cut that trade out there, and I made $123 there. AVCT is one that I'm kicking myself about because this one, I mean, the pivot was the cleanest pivot I could ask for. I called it out on stream. I mentioned it, and I jumped pretty close to it, and I should have held. I was never down more than 3 cents on that play, so I should have held, and if I would have held this one, this would have been the big one. So when I first looked at AVCT, I always look left, right? I look left and I say, hey, what is going on before? How high can we go? What's previous resistance? What's previous support? And the first thing that stood out to me on this one is this. And I mean, it doesn't take a advanced trader to realize this, right? You look at this thing and you're like, every time this thing popped up to this green line here, 189, we turned back around, right? 189, turn back around. 189, turn back around. 189, turn back around. Again, again, again. That's like 4, 5, 6 times right there, all pre-market, post-market. And then guess what? Today we break out of that past 189, and then I was like, you know what? 189 might be a support now. We had so much resistance there. We broke out of it. We're no longer resistance. I want that 189 to hold as support. And at this point, I was like, I'm going to take some ads at 189, and I want that 189 pivot to hold. I take an ad, 190, 2 pennies off the high. I saw a big wall at 192. It was like 200 on the ask, and it just was not getting chipped around at all. This wall just sat there the whole time, didn't get chipped around at all. And so at that point, I got scared. I was like, I don't want this thing to flush. Just put in a nice leg, and I just got out of that trade. And shortly enough, comes back down, taps 189 to the penny, and then boom, explodes. And that's what I was looking for it to do here. This is my fault. I should have stayed in this trade a tiny bit longer, give myself 5-10 cents of room. But you know, I don't know why I stopped out. It looks like I made a penny per share on 5,000, but I would have definitely caught this move here. And if I would have caught this bounce here, I would have tried to hold on to a lot of shares for the bigger move, the bigger breakout. I'm seeing ACOR about to break a new high. ACOR absolutely just ripped a new high. This could be a small breakout trade, but I'm not going to take it. Which one was that? AVCT. I think that ACOR definitely is going to break a new high, though, so I would take a breakout trade on that one. So, I mean, 5,000 shares. Obviously, I'm not going to hold 5,000 shares through this whole move here. But could have taken maybe 1,000 shares, 2,000 shares for that whole move, and would have been from 190 all the way to 220. That's 30 cents. That would have been a very nice trade. Kind of missed this flag here. You know, the second this stock started popping up, I just something about it. I didn't like the way it was trading. I missed that flag there. I chased it for the breakout and then never added on the flag. So that was a bad trade there. But at least I was able to hold a little bit of those shares for the bigger move. So you can see I took 2,500 shares there, took 1,500 out, 200, 200, and then I was taking the rest out as the candle was squeezing. ACOR just broke the new high that I looked at. Finally, flags again. This is what I should have taken here. Saw that flag happening, took the flag, 21.14. That's the low of that candle. Perfect entry, and then start taking them out on top. And then again, looks like I had some runners wanting to get the next leg up, but stopped me out there. And then this is the trade that I just took. No, this is not it. Never mind. This is another trade. So this one, oh, I remember this one too. So it popped up. You know, it's the same thing always, guys. Look for the flags. Look for the low volume pullbacks, 1 minute flags, 5 minute flags, break it down trends. You know, when you do this for so long, you know exactly what to look for. You know exactly which ones to touch, which ones to leave alone, and it's the same thing, right? So kind of like how that 189 down here. Break resistance, break out of its support, right? What do I see here now? This. Same thing. Resistance, breaks out of it. Now it's strong. Now buyers are in control. I want to see that first pullback with low volume. If it retests that 223, awesome. If it's just a small pullback with low volume, then I'll kind of chase it a little high, maybe get a starter in, and if in case it pulls back, I can add bigger. But that's exactly what I did here. So I only took 2,500 shares on that trade there. If I would have gone back to 223, I probably would have added doubled, tripled my position size, but never did. So this started popping up, and I was up 150 before this trade, I remember, and I think towards the top of this candle here, I was up $250 on this trade almost. But you can see I took 2,500 shares. I only locked it in 500, and I kept 2,000 for runners. And these 2,000s are the ones that I ended up coming all the way back down and stopped me out like way down here. I was trying to just put a low stop above break even so I don't go into a red trade, but see if that just pulls back one candle here, micro pullback, and then kept ripping. Unfortunately, it didn't, so I only made 30 bucks on that trade, but I was up another $100 and $150 on that trade there. But that one didn't work. And then the last one's ACOR. And ACOR, just the way it's been trading all day, I just don't like the stock. I mean, now I'm red on it. This is the one that I'm red on it. nice little flag here, same thing, resistance, pull down to it, buy my entry there. This is the one that I actually went red on, or no, I guess I made money on it. Yeah, I came out of it with $20-$30 profit here. So I took that trade there, and then looking for the new highs, get stuff, double top, pulls all the way down, and my back is absolutely killing me. I booked in a chiropractor appointment and massage, so I gotta get this done and head out for that. Um, I just love getting adjusted. I love getting cracked and popped and stuff. Anyways, irrelevant. Pull back there, take that flag there. It kind of was a little bit in the red, but seeing if it still holds that 58. Turns back around, looking for that new high. Didn't happen. Get stuffed. Remaining shares get stopped out. 3,500 was my runners. They get stopped out. And then this is where I should have jumped in again. You know, it's still kind of holding that 58. It's still a lower volume pullback. These green candles increase, red candles decrease volume there. Should have jumped in on that one. But this move right here is what I was looking out of this first pullback there. So I was looking for that move to happen here. Fortunately, it didn't happen. But I got out of that trade with $30 profit. And then this is the one that I ended up taking again right now just before my recap started. So kind of chased it for a breakout and then was adding on this pullback here, trying to hold this 63. Now in the back of my mind, I knew 63 was pre-market high. So pre-market high right there. Kind of seeing if we start holding 363 as a pivot. And I mean, this is the one that should have held a tiny bit longer, but it was my last trade, and I think this is my only red trade of the day. So looking for that 63 to hold, pops under 63. I think I get out on this candle there. At that point, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to give too much profit back. Market is choppy. I'm green on the day. You know, I'm just going to keep my profit. So I get out of that trade, pulls back one more candle there, holds the low, instant pop, reclaims 63, and then boom, explodes. And, you know, took a red trade there, and now it's even kind of setting up again. So this is how I look at the trades, right? I have this pivot here, but kind of this area here too. So all of this stock is pulling back. That's a nice 5-minute flag on the 5-minute time frame. So you get 2 candles down, low volume, pulls back down to a pivot. This was a key textbook 5-minute flag right there. Pivot there, low volume, and then rips. Now I'm looking to see if this 1-minute flag I would have added there, added on some of these, and see if you start climbing back up to a new high. If this starts breaking this pivot, that's when I start cutting it, and that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys enjoy these recaps. I know I kind of go through them fast, but nobody wants to sit here and watch a 30, 40, 50-minute video. Maybe eventually I'll start adding some of the live trades, but you know, all of them happen live and you guys can watch it, or you can watch the live stream back and then see the actual live trades to all of these trades. There you go. You see there's that little bit of a 1-2 minute flag there, and now looking for highs. So if you took this trade anywhere down here, now you got highs. Now you take profit and you leave runners. So could have taken that trade just now, but oh well. Can't really make much either though. You're looking at 2 or 3 pennies on this stock when it moves like this. You know, 70 from here is 70 all the way up to 80. That's 10 cents. That's a big room to move. So you're looking at 2, 3, 4, 5 pennies of profit. Anyways, guys, hope you guys liked the recap. Please hit a thumbs up if you do. Please leave some comments down below of anything you guys want to say. If you got any questions, guys, I'm here to help you. If you have any questions, if you have any topic suggestions, if you have any video ideas, if you just want to tell me how I did on the day, great. If you guys did anything interesting over the weekend, let me know. You know, just stuff like that. So to promote, if you guys like the videos, just to promote the algorithm to show it to more people. Anyways, guys, y'all take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Tuesday, on the live trading. You guys tune in and come trade with my team and I. Or if not, then I'll just see you guys tomorrow on the recap. Y'all have a good rest of your day.